Good evening, it's 6 minutes past 7 on the 17th of May 2021. It is time for F4 in PSGL here at Suzuka. And as you can see, it is starting to lightly rain. And looks like we'll be on the intermediates. Oh joy. We did have a bit of connection problems to begin with, but looks like we have fixed them. Oh, never mind, they really are glitching up. I did say I had bad internet connection tonight. I guess they didn't hear my cries and they've made me go on without it. Anyway, the drivers are making their way out, start their laps on the intermediates, of course. See, we're on board with Shapalele, I think he's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shapalele. I think Shapalele is better, but tell me how you pronounce it. Let's look at the standings for now. We have Vapor Nuff as your championship leader. It doesn't seem he is here tonight unless he's changed his name. Oh yeah, he has changed his name. He's not longer with Vapor. He's with TTG. So there's your championship leader. He's leading by 23 points. And if he wins and if he gains a at least sorry. That means if he gains an 11-point advantage over the others in the championship, he will become the champion with 2 rounds to spare. Tough to win it today, but you never know what can happen. In second place we have Isaac Kush with 42. Devin has 37. Ginger has 35. No, Bugatti is ahead on 35. He has 1 win. Ginger just has a second place, also on 35. And that's your top 5 for now. We have 17 cars on track. Of course, intermediates, we don't need to know that. Well, just in case someone is the devil and decides to go their own way. And Shapalele is on the lap, along with Max in the Red Bull. Not Red Bull. Watching too much real life F1 in the Renault. You can see making his way through Dunlop Curve is Shapalele in the Alfa Romeo. And coming into Degner. Very nice and clean. How will they do around the hairpin? Now, because they're on intermediates, they're going to be at least doing 1 lap. Because the tyres don't wear out as much when you're on the intermediates. In fact, I've done an experiment on my own channel, which you can check on my... I think you can check on my Twitter. I have done an experiment around Silverstone. How long the tyres last, and they lasted until 91%, and they went through the whole race. A 52-lap race, that's pretty insane. So Shapalele coming across to the final section, the Casio Triangle. Probably, I'm not sure if it's named after the calculator brand, but we'll have to be told by that. Shapalele coming across the line to say 136.414, goes top briefly. Here's Verschender, who's invalidated his lap and will have to go again. Should be simply Rush across the line. He goes second behind his teammate. Is it Kush? No, it's not his teammate, sorry. Is it Kush just goes 400 shy of pole. Dertamo goes third for 136.7, but that's taken away by their championship leader. But that's taken away by Tom R, who gets 136.177. Rowan is coming across the line again to start another lap because he invalidated his first one. Milan has also invalidated. We should have Yannick coming across the line, or Yannick. Yannick, I think it's Yannick. He gets 6th best time. Charlie Moon, the 6th best time now. Now that's Simply Rush's teammate. Across the line should be Ginger. Ginger is our coordinator for tonight, I believe. 9th. Only 17 drivers tonight. Some can't be here today with us, sadly. Here's Bugatti. Swapped his Bugatti for an F1 car. And goes 9th on the timing sheets. Yannick with a weird face on his profile name. That's actually pretty smart. It's one of those can't be bothered faces. He's starting his first lap, as I think Shipolele's crossing the line again. He didn't have a good one by the looks of it, and he's going to go again. Simply Rush goes across the line and does worse than the first time. Max comes across the line to start another lap. I'm thinking they're doing a warm-up lap and a warm-down lap. There's Burak Bedev, who's seemingly abandoned his run and will try again. Shender has once again invalidated and will have to go again. Rowan gets a 1:39.758. That is far off. Burak will come into the pits. He's not happy with his tyres. Shender doing another lap. Yannick still needs to get on the board as well. I feel a little ill because I've just had Domino's pizza. That's not a commercial plug, I tell you right now. It's not a commercial plug. Let's see what the chat have to say. As we see Yannick coming around the final section. Come on, Tom, says Rockio. Tom is on pole right now, so you've got every reason to cheer him on. Yannick goes 8th. Just under 137. I am from Milan. The city or the driver? I'm assuming the driver. Oh, Shapolele has gone top. Just as I was looking at chat, Shapolele has taken pole by 2 thousandths. Talk about cutting it close. We should be seeing Bugatti. No, not Bugatti. Tom R going into the pits. No, Verschender goes top. A 1:36.0. Milan has invalidated and will pit. Should be Charlie Moon coming into the pits. There's Yannick on an outlap. Devon is in the pits as well. Here's Bugatti in the AlphaTauri. Imagine Bugatti in and out. Oh no! Oh no! He's lost it out of 130R, and that's what happens if you're too aggressive in the wet through 130R. It's starting to pour down. Looks like we'll be on the inters for the entire session. Yannick's invalidated. Who should be on a lap? Here's D'Artamo, currently 4th in the standings. Well, the leaderboard, I should say. The leaderboard. Coming through 130R, nice and fast. For the Casino Triangle. How will he execute this? Sorry, my throat's a bit off today. No, he's invalidated. Not invalidated, he's pitted. Nuff and Tamo. Yeah, Nuff is currently in the championship and could win it today under epic proportions. Should be looking at Yannick starting a lap. It's a long run down into the first few curves. A lot of drivers in the pits right now, getting new tyres on. Noof is invalidated. The only driver really on a lap then is Badev, I think that's how you say it, I apologise if I've butchered that. Badev, I believe, our Turkish representative. I would like to sincerely apologise on you winning a bid for hosting a Grand Prix and then losing it in a space of 2 weeks. That must be pretty harsh. Hopefully you come back to the calendar in 2022, although it seems very unlikely. I'd love to see it back, honestly. Such a characteristic track. Turn 8. I'd love to see it in the game, maybe as a classic free DLC pack, if they ever do it. If we've got so many tracks in Project Cars 2 and Gran Turismo, why not in F1? It would be league people's dream to have these tracks in the game. It would create some variety as well. Wish I had someone next to me talking to me about this, but I don't. Noof has to try again. Let's hope he gets it before he runs into Badev. Once again, not happy with his lap, and he's going to pit again. And he spins the pit lane. Don't do that again, or that'll be a 5-place grid penalty. Yannick coming around again, but he has invalidated, so you'll have to start from scratch. There's Ginger. In the Alfa Romeo car, of course, the colours will reverse for the F1 2021 game in Season 29. And the Aston Martin will replace Racing Point in Season 29 as well. Bugatti is starting his lap. Chapelele has just started his lap off camera. Lee simply rushes on a lap and he goes 8th. Charlie Moon, his teammate, is about to also start a lap. Ginger coming around the final corner. What will his time be? 1:36.626. Max starts his lap. Bugatti coming through Degner now, just goes a little wide, but not wide enough to invalidate his lap. Of course, the track limits are stricter than ever. Oh, Noose went fastest. He's broke the 136 barrier. 135.945. On 2-lap old intermediates. Well, really it's free, but you know. Devin is on a lap right now. He's just about to come through 130R. At full speed, that's the way to do it. Into the triangle. No problems there. Coming out of the final slingshot corner. What will his time be? 1:36.229. Who is coming across the line? It should be Simply Rush. Nope, never mind. Here's Yannick. Yannick coming around the final corner, and oh! He also breaks the 136 barrier, but has to settle for second. Izak almost goes under 136, but no can do. He will be in third though. Their Tamo is invalidated. His teammate is coming through as well. That is, of course, I believe Noof. Yeah, Noof has went into the pits. Rowan, the only Mercedes driver, because Valtteri Bottas decided to run away. One Racing Point driver. Rowan's given up on his lap, seemingly, so he's going to try again. Got some cheerleaders for Rowan in the chat. Jeff Barron, nice to see you here. He goes again. Of course, the real test is probably going to be the S's, followed by 130R, because he got 130R just right. And Degner as well. There are a lot of tests here on this tricky Japanese circuit. Tomar starting his probably final 2 laps. Maybe 3 if he's lucky. No, it's not going to be 3. Too much time. There's only 1 Red Bull, 1 Mercedes, and 1 Racing Point. There's a yellow flag for some reason. Is that Kush coming across the line? It's starting another lap. 2 Hasses, just like in real life, are... Wait, where did he go? 13th. 13th for Barack Badev, I was about to say, just like the real team. Bottom of the standings, and Dertamo has gone fastest! 1:35.723. Before you call me an insulting person, that has fact, them being at the bottom of the table, that is true, sadly. Hopefully that does not happen to them today. Rowan coming through the Casino Triangle, or Casio Triangle. I heard people say Casino before. He crosses the line and goes 4th, just under 1:36. Kind of close. Yannick is at Degner Curve right now. Oh, a bit of lockout there. That's to be expected at tracks like Suzuka though. And Tom R has gone fastest once again. 15 thousandths faster than Dertamo. Chapelele has gone 1:36.175 so far. He needs to get somewhere to improve again. Is that Kush coming through the final corner? And he does not improve. So he has one last chance to get up there as fast as he can. Here's Yannick coming through 1:30R now. 40 seconds remaining in the session. Noof has went third. No, Noof has not went third. That's a lie. He already was third. Yannick coming through at the final corner and goes 10th. Remember, top 10 have to start on the... Well, they don't, because this is a wet qualifying. Normally would have to start on the compound they set in qualifying, but that does not apply in a wet race. Oh, and an will end his run. Don't be there too long. Uh-oh. Barack's left the session. Hope he gets another invite. And let's hope the game doesn't break again. Because it did... coming across the line. Cannot improve. Yannick's retired from the session. Barack's back in the session. That's great to hear. Hopefully that doesn't mean the game will crash. Oh, Chapelele's went top! Chapelele has went top. Tomar cannot improve. So Chapelele is in the driving seat. Gosh, I was distracted there. Is that Kush has given up on his lap? So, the two Williams coming to the line. First will be Noof. Oh, he nearly loses at 1:30R. Bugatti breaks the bridge between the two Williams. Here comes Noof right now, around the final corner. Oh, what? He crashed there for some reason, and Dertamo's given up, but Noof does go second. A weird situation there. Yannick finishes his lap, and Devon gives up on his lap. Ginger coming across the line right now, and does not improve. Milan goes in the pit. That means Chapelele is on pole, ahead of Noof, Tomar, Dertamo, Bugatti, Yannick, Roan, Shender, is at Kush, Devon, Yannick, Max, Milan, Ginger, Simply Rush, Charlie Moon, and Barack Badev. That is your lineup for this race. We are waiting for Dev to finish up. There we go. And that will do for qualifying. There's your lineup. Don't have to start on this tyre because of the rain. 6 tenths, pretty much 4 tenths separated first and ninth. That's pretty darn close. Burak Badev 1.23 seconds behind. Not that bad, but unfortunately that does mean he starts last. But these guys all get a free choice of tyres due to the conditions in qualifying, which is always good to hear, I guess. Just like when a game crashes, well, actually not really, you'd still have to start on the softs. But when I mean the game crashes, I mean you get fresh compounds. Don't have to worry about, you know... What is that? Don't have to worry about the tyres, and it's a nice sunny day. It's a nice sunny day in Suzuka, and the cars are doing a bit of a bounce, as you can see in the bottom right corner. Gotta love Codemasters and their goofiness, like crashing the servers. Drivers getting ready up for the race, hopefully without hitch. We will get underway as soon as we can. Soft medium looks like to be the plan, but if you're at the back, you're probably going to have to start on the harder compounds. Maybe medium soft. Maybe you want to extend your hard and go hard with gamble on the soft, maybe for the safety car. And here are the cars waiting to start the formation lap. There are your tyre strategies. Soft, medium, soft hard and medium hard, but I think that's going to be soft medium. As you see, well, actually, the majority of the drivers, bar the Ferraris, typical, are going medium. So very interesting from all the drivers, except if you're Ferrari, of course, being the rebels they are. Ferrari F 2005 US Grand Prix. Everyone agrees on changing up the race. Ferrari says no. That was I still hated that race so much. It's a race I didn't want anyone to compete in. And then we had Australia 2020. So drivers now coming up through on the runway to 130R to the end of the grid, in the formation lap, of course, getting all that temperature in the tyres. As you can see on their dashboard, it will show their temperature on the right of it. Got to get them nice and warm for the start of the race. They're 80 something degrees, I'm guessing. I think Charlie's are very cold. But they're making their way to the grid now. Hopefully with no glitches, because that usually happens. All lining up on the grid for the beginning of the race here at Suzuka. Five lights are on. And they're off. Looks like Rowan's trying to make a move up through the pack, but it's Chapelele that leads. Bugatti trying to get around the outside of Yannick. and does so. Rowan and Yannick looks like they're coming to blows too. And looks like Rowan will... Oh, we've lost Milan! We've lost Milan immediately! Oh my word, that is a horrible accident. It's also involving Max, and I think Simply Rush as well. And it is, of course, a safety car. Now, what will this mean for the drivers? Will they pit on the first lap? I highly doubt it. I mean, I have seen hards go from 26 laps before, but it's down to the drivers. Are they going to gamble on another safety car, perhaps? I think the Ferraris are going to. So safety car on the first lap after a horrendous crash involving Max, Milan, and I believe Simply Rush. That was a horrible accident for Milan. And an Italian city cries. An entire Italian city. I'll go back to watching your football. I think Inter Milan won the league this season. So the safety car is out, and it will collect the drivers as soon as they come round the first corner once again. Now what are they going to do? Who's going to pit? Rowan's pitting! I think he might have damage as well. No, he doesn't have damage. He's going to do the standard change to the hards. And looks like Izzat is going to change to hards as well. Max is still in this race, but he is definitely going to have to pit. He's lost half of his front wing. And therefore, he will pit for hards as well, I think. So Chapelele is in the lead. Please ignore the leaderboard. It is a bit bugged, but that's expected from Codemasters. Well, that's true. We have Noof in second. Tom in third. Dortamo in fourth, Bugatti in fifth, Yannick in sixth, Devon in seventh, Shender in eighth, Ginger in ninth, and Barak in 10th from 17th, and he's already up to 10th. That's a pretty good start, but these guys haven't pitted. It's going to be interesting. Actually, no, Max has went on the mediums. He's going to do a two-stop. Perhaps get up to 16 and 17 laps and pit for softs per normal. Rowan and Izzat Kush going for a very risky strategy. They're going to try and go these hards to the end of the race, of course, taking advantage of the safety car and you getting the 2 compound rule out of the way. Hello, Snell Yell. Of course, the drivers, you can see in the bottom right of the MFD, are going to have to weave a little so they can get some temperature in their tyres. It's a standard strategy to do that. As you can see, the medium tyres on Tom's car, they look pretty clean to me. Don't know why they're showing us the tyres. We don't want to see the tyres. It should really give us the option to do that, but knowing Codemasters, it does not. Actually, hold on, Simply Rush has just pitted. He's going on the hard, so he's going to get that out of the way. So I like that. I'm kind of surprised that Charlie Moon's not doing it though. Simply Rush going very slow. I don't know why. Do they still have to maintain the delta? Doesn't look like he has to. I mean, I'm sure he can get up close to the pack, right? Or is he just trying to not mess up in the S's? Probably trying not to mess up in S's. But he needs to get to the pack quick before the safety car comes in. Safety car could come in any minute now. I see Simply Rush just trying to play it safe, just try not make any stupid mistakes. That would eliminate him, so good move. But is he going to get there in time? Because they're about to re-line up for the start. No, it looks like the safety car is going to stay out for another lap. Yeah, safety car is going to come out and stay in for another lap. So this is actually good news for Simply Rush. He can just go at a slow pace. And I like this approach from Simply Rush. Just not make any grave mistakes. Just keep a steady pace. And he is now back up with the pack. Actually, his teammates pit. Well, this is interesting. His teammate is pit, so they are going to be at the very back, the Ferraris. Now it will be Charlie Moon that will be playing catch up. These drivers are in the same team as well, FVR. The two Alphas are in FRL. The two McLarens and the Red Bull driver are from VER. So that's got a bit of correspondence there, you like to see it. Enough getting some love and chat. That's enough. Ha ha ha, enough. If we made an electric thing named after him, it would be called the Enough. Bad joke, I know. I actually met the lead singer of U2 yesterday, but I noticed there was something was wrong with his car. So I went over and said, "Bono, my tires are gone." Oh, I'm gonna get this sacked for that. That's the worst joke ever. Anyway, safety car in this lap. That means Chapelele's got the power in his hands. Oh gosh, they're coming very close to him, and no, why not? Gotta be careful not to get too close, that'll be a penalty. Look at them, they're all very close to each other. Please do not cause Magello 2.0. Well, we better stop window for mediums now. I'm not sure, probably lap 17, 18, 19 for the softs. I'm not sure, but here he goes. Chapelele gonna get us underway. He's not going yet. Now he's going! And he catches them napping a lot. Nope, did not get a good start there. And he's actually under pressure from Tom R, who's going to come out on the inside. This might not end well. No, he's actually backed out for a bit as they come around turn number 1 and turn number 2. Dertamo getting close to the AlphaTauri. He's in an AlphaTauri sandwich, while Tom R is in a Williams sandwich. You can call it a double sandwich special. We're getting on board from Devon's cockpit. He comes around the Degner curve. Schender in 8th place. We're going to get some vital points on the board. He's currently in for 4 points. For now. There's Ginger's lovely Alfa Romeo. I'm going to turn into that guy on the season reviews. That just makes weird statements like... Well, if you've watched the season reviews, you would know. But Ginger is fastly approaching Schender. Of course, DRS will be activated on lap 7. But, some drivers feel like they don't need DRS. Here's Burak, who started at the back. But He's got all the way up to the points right now. And he's getting very close to Ginger, I tell you. Ginger getting close to Shender. But I'm very impressed with Barak so far. Will he keep this momentum up? We'll have to find out. We have seen drivers go from last to first before. Yannick in the McLaren, and we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. That is Max again. It's just not been his day. He was on a crash in lap 1 and he's involved in another one. He must have lost it out of turn number 2. They're getting worse for him. Ginger now 2 tenths behind Shender. No penalties of note. 5 drivers have stopped. Biggest mover is Barak. Ginger's also made up 5 places though. Oh, and Ginger nearly gets overtaken by Barak, and actually Barak loses momentum from that, and it's under threat from Yannick. It looks like Barak is held for the meantime. Big rip for Evan, who's lost his voice and can't do F5 tonight. I might lose my voice at the end of this, considering how it's going, because here comes Nuff. DRS enabled next lap, because there's only one DRS zone here. He's now 3 tenths behind Chapelele, the championship leader, trying to get past Chapelele, and if he does, that will give him a big chance to take the title, because second place right now will be... I think second place in the championship is it Kush? It is currently 13th at this point, I believe. Devon, no, he can't, I think if Nuff wins this race and Izzet doesn't score, then that will be the championship wrapped up. Is that right? Yeah, Devon's 7th, that'll be 4 points. He's getting very close to him there. 3 tenths is the gap. Max has quit the race, unfortunately. He's had 2 unfortunate errors, unforced errors, and that is the end of his race for the day. Shame for the Renault driver, who's only managed to score 5 points. It is his 4th consecutive non-finish. But, oh, a lock-up from Chapelele. And oh, it's a yellow in Sector 3, it's Barak! Oh, that was doing so well as well. But back to the front battle, and here comes Nuff. Ruthless. Gotta be ruthless to be rich. He goes on the outside. Goes on the outside to try and pass him. They're still side by side. They touch wheels, but it looks like Chapelele is held on for the meantime. And it's a good defense from Chapelele, because Nuff was in like a hawk, and he nearly took him down. But Chapelele has managed to hold on. Barak has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's very unfortunate for the young driver from Turkey. He will have to change to the hards, and that's probably the way to go now. This race is definitely not over for him, though. Anything can happen. But Nuff still trying to get at Chapelele. He failed the first time. He can try it the second time. He's going to 4 tenths the gap now. Well, it's fluctuating from 4 to 5 tenths. But it's probably what Nuff needs to make a move. Dertamo is now 3 tenths behind Tomar and closing. I know what he's going to be doing here. As soon as he gets past Tomar, he's going to be helping out Nuff, his teammate, and he better, because this might be the race that decides the championship. 2 tenths. Both drivers at Williams are in a real good battle with other drivers right now. Dertamo decides not to dive into Tomar, but Nuff is now 1/4 of a second behind Chapelele. This surely be the one. This will be the one. Looks very easy. Chapelele goes a little aggressive, but he's got it. And Dertamo is also past Tomar. Great moves from the Williams. Now Dertamo's going to be all over Chapelele soon enough. And Nuff is in position to win the championship, I believe. Yes, he will win the championship if the results go this way. But of course, there is stewards' decisions. I don't think I need many of them because there's only one penalty, and it's for Barak at the back for speeding in the pit lane. Yannick is in a battle with Bugatti, and I think Dev, Shender, Ginger, and Yannick are also in that train. So we've got a 6-car train here. Can you give me a better view, please? Thank you. Here's Ginger. He needs a good result to keep somewhat a glimmer of hope for the title race. It looks nearly impossible. Oh, and one of the Ferraris has gone off. It's Charlie Moon. The Ferrari master plan is not working out today. Devin is getting up close to Yannick. Does not dive down into Casillo Triangle. And it gets better for enough because he's just set the fastest lap, and that 1 point might be crucial in determining who wins this year's championship. With 2 rounds to go. Tomar trying to get past Dertamel, but to no avail. Ginger just under 3 temps behind, and I think he grazed the grass there. So he loses some time there. Minimal it seems, but minimal is still important for these drivers, and Barak's just having a horrible day. He's well behind, and now he has got a 3-second penalty for free track limit warnings, which gets you a 3-second penalty. Yannick, right behind Ginger right now, who's right behind Shender, who's right behind Devin, who's right behind Yannick, who's right behind Bugatti, who's right behind his teammate Tomar. Gap between Chapelele and Dertamel is 2 seconds. Chapelele 6 tenths behind. He's actually closing the gap right now. Some of these gaps might change as soon as they get out of the Casillo Triangle. See the midfield, really good battle from the midfield so far. Ginger has a gap for Shender. Now, will he be able to make a move? It doesn't look like he's close enough. No, not this time. A lot of drivers are going to be DRS because they are 1 second behind the driver in front. Coming through the S's at speed. Of course, you have to have maximum concentration through here, and especially the Dunlop curve. Lots of spin-outs have happened there in past races this week. Doesn't seem to be happening in F4. These drivers know what they're doing. Near the pinnacle of league racing on PlayStation 4 and 5. That will be the case next season. It'll be 4 and 5, not 4 or 5, because PlayStation loves us. Unlike Nintendo. Oh, and we've got a spinner. I believe that is Yannick. Yannick has lost his spoon curve, and he's been overtaken by Charlie Moon. No, sorry, Simply Rush. I do apologise. Ginger. Still trying to find a way past Shender, but he's just slipping away. He's got to find somewhere to gain some time. I think he's lost more time there. Yeah, he's losing time there, but it looks like he'll get some of it back with the DRS. Just doesn't seem to get... Oh, he was speeding through turn 1. But he has to settle for 8th right now. He actually grazes the grass for a second. Still leading is Nuff, and he's actually building nearly a second, and this will be important. Because of course the DRS only kicks in when you're within a second, but that's starting to slip away from Chapelele. Oh boy. He's gaining a bit of time, but will it be enough? Pulling away from Dertamel, who's in 3rd. But remember, these drivers, the top 9 and Yannick, have to pit again, at least. Rowan, Isaac Kush, Simply Rush and Charlie Moon have already done their stops. Because the hards look like they're getting to the end, if my calculations are correct. Ginger has somewhat been getting close to Shender, but he just hasn't found a way past him. In fact, Yannick's right behind him now. Do we have any battles of note? These three drivers are very close to each other, but it just doesn't look like they can get a move. Right behind Shender, Ginger is. Oh, Shender makes a mistake and he's right on the back of him. And so is Yannick on Ginger. Oh, Shender goes very wide at Dunlop Curve. That nearly ended in disaster for the Red Bull driver. The only Red Bull driver tonight to come through Degner. Oh, they've got to be very careful not to collide into each other. They don't. Ginger now. Oh, he's making Shender feel the heat. Shender must be quaking in his boots. He's knowing he's going to get past anytime soon. He's going for it on the front to spoon curve. They're side by side. And wow, Ginger doesn't need DRS. He's got through Shender, taking advantage of his misfortune. What a move. You don't see moves there a lot. But there you go, it's been done. Now Yannick, I think Shender is struggling. Yeah, he's really struggling. Don't know what the issue is. He's just lost a lot of pace and now Yannick's into 8th. Well, what has happened to Shender? He doesn't get a good entry into Casio Triangle either. But he's still going to travel on like the warrior he is. What a great move indeed. That, you said it, chat. That is fantastic. And that might not be the only one. Yannick is now trying to bid make it a bid for 7th. Put that in the highlight reel. Oh no, we've lost Shender! I did say he was struggling, he's went into the wall at the S's, how unfortunate! And that's the end of his race, it's a virtual safety car. This will slow down the field. They must maintain positive delta. If they have a negative delta, that will result in a drive-through penalty. So they've got to be very careful, these drivers. Enough. Chapelele could try and abuse the system here, cheat the system, I shouldn't really say abuse, but cheat the system to see if he can gain any time on Nuff, and this is very important for the title race. If so, Chapelele is not involved in the title race, but he could act as the spoiler for Nuff if he wants to delay his championship party by a week. Look like they're speeding, they're getting underway once again. The safety car has ended, and the gap is now 6/10, and Yannick has made a move on Ginger, as I say. But Ginger's not getting up that easily, oh no. He wants a position back, and I think that's a mistake from Yannick, because he won't get the DRS. Yeah, he's 1 second behind Devon. Ginger has DRS, Yannick doesn't. Or is this a strategy from Yannick? Not Yannick, Ginger. Oh, he's hit Yannick. That wasn't really a smart move. He hasn't got any damage, but he did lose an opportunity there. Don't know what happened to Shender. He probably just lost grip. But Ginger now down to 8th. Yannick really has impressed a lot with that move. Up at 130R. As we take a look at the position moves, Nuff's went up 1 of course. Ginger's went up 6. He was at 7, but of course he's just been overtaken. Not many close battles right now. Nuff is, and there is a yellow flag in sector 1 for Barak, who has, I believe, spun at the S's. Nuff comes around to start lap 16. 12 laps to go, and now he sets the fastest lap. But with the soft tyres coming on soon, I don't think that will last long. Bugatti is Bugatti's down in the undercut. Now, how will the other drivers respond? All the others are staying out. He's going on the softs. They will go to the end of the race. Albeit a little old. Simply Rush is now in 11th. Now, the question is, will the hards withstand the attack, the assaults from the soft drivers? The softies. Mr. Softy. I hope you've all been enjoying my goofiness while I commentate. Sometimes I'll add some... I like to add a bit of flair, a bit of fun. You don't make it all boring. And just a word, Barack has retired from the race. He had that spin in the S's and has decided to call it a day. Not been his day today. It's a shame because he was up 7 positions at one point, but it just wasn't a B today. Dirtamo, half a second ahead of Tom R. Oh, Chapelele's pit! Chapelele's pit, Dirtamo's pit, Tom R's pit, Yannick's pit, Devin staying out, he's going up to second now. So is Ginger, because of course the double stack, it makes sense. Roran of course is through, Isaac Kush is through. This is important for Isaac Kush. Isaac Kush on the hards and trying to act spoiler for enough, trying to delay his championship party for another week at least. Chapelele comes out ahead of Charlie Moon, but behind Simply Rush. Now it's a battle between soft and hard. But this is important for Nuff. He needs a fantastic in-lap if he is to get... Oh, Izzat's got a penalty! Izzat's got a penalty, and that is going to hurt his championship chances. He needs some points, and he needs them now. Currently, he's in the running for 6. And if there's an 11-point gap, which there is, because Nuff has the fastest lap, I believe, then Nuff will be your champion, unless Devin does finish in second. Well, he's probably not going to be finishing in second, because he still has to pit. So what's Nuff going to do? He's coming around the Casio Triangle. Yeah, he's coming in. He's coming in for the softs. Devin, I believe, will do the same. Yes, he will. Ginger's going in. Which means Rowan will take the lead, albeit briefly. And Isaac Kush in second, and he's coming up close to Rowan. Got 3 temps. Simply Rush is now in third. But the onslaught of the softs will now begin. Devin has come out in 11th. Whoa, whoa, what's going on here? Dirtamo and Charlie Moon going side by side in the S's, and a great move from Dirtamo. Great move. I mean, he was on the sauce, but still a great move nevertheless. Isaac Kush coming close to Rowan now. This will be for the lead. For now. Charlie Moon has a penalty. He's cut the corners too many times. Tom R, I believe, also has a penalty. Yep, Tom R also on the penalty. Rowan trying to hold on to provisional, provisional first. See about to come through 130R. Izzat's actually closing on to Rowan. Maybe his setup's better adjusted for speed. Coming into Casio Triangle. Oh, a bit messy at Casio Triangle. And he may be making a move for the lead. Rowan's pretty much given up at this point, and Izzat inherits the lead for now. Meanwhile, further back, oh, Dirtamo's gone off! Dirtamo has gone off the track. Chapelele sets the fastest lap. Dirtamo's went off track at the Casio triangle, and Tomar is going to get past his teammate here. And there he goes. Dertamo under pressure from Yannick, but Dertamo stays ahead of him. So Nuff in the driving seat right now on the softest compound. There he is. In great position right now. One step closer to eternal glory in F4. I mean, any tier you want to win anyways, but the feeling of winning the title is great. Oh, Rowan's went wide there. Chapelele's just set the fastest lap of the race. Not sure if that's going to last long because these softs have been broken in enough to go pedal to the metal. And Nuff's wasting no time getting past Simply Rush. Simply Rush concedes the position because he knows Nuff is way too quick for him. Now in third place, and now he'll be going after the two hard runners of Rowan and Izzet. Izzet's pulling away from Rowan. Further back, Yannick bidding for 8 from Dertamo. Oh dear. Bit glitchy, I know. The gap between Rowan and Nuff is now 4.5 seconds. It is dropping at an exponential pace. Nuff can see the light at the end of the tunnel. He can see one hand on his trophy. Well, he can put one hand on his trophy. He can see Fantasyland. He knows he's almost there. He might as well book the tickets to Disney World now. Will Izzet cave into the pressure? He already has a penalty. You see his dash there. Seems to have run out of energy there. Battery not very big. So is Nuff's. Probably used all his on the passes. Chapelele's is alright. Sorry for the buggy moves there. But Chapelele gonna waste no time to get past Simply Rush, who again concedes the position to the superior Chapelele. Gap's now 3.8. It's going very well for the championship leader. He can see the finish line in sight. Interview with Barak. He's not really happy with Yannick. Probably the cause of his spin that ended his race pretty much. Nuff is now 3 seconds behind Rowan, who is 3/4. Izzet? Nice train behind them here. Dertamo, who is now in 8th after that off-track excursion at the Casio Triangle. Ahead of him are 2 Alpha Tauris, and behind him are 2 McLarens. Interesting. McLaren's got a special Gulf livery this weekend at Monaco. Dertamo on charge, trying to fight back and get all his positions back. Gap now 2.7 seconds between Rowan and Nuff. I did say this was going to be a battle between soft and hard, and it is pretty much turning into it. 4 drivers are on the hards. How long can they hold on? Bugatti, I believe, was in... I think it was an F2 at one point, or F3. 4/10 the gap between Tunetank and Bugatti. Not going to speak much here, just let you listen to the lovely sounds of these engines. Seems to be a bit of downtime between all these battles. The gap between Nuff and the leader is 2 seconds now. As we see a battle between the midfield here, will there be any? Doesn't seem like there will be. No, not this time. 5 laps remaining. Should we make it in 5 laps? I don't know. There's going to be a lot of battles. First of all, Nuff has to get past Rowan. Gain a lot of time in the S's because of the softer compound. Tunetank is getting some love in the chat. Oh, he's really close to them now. 1.5 seconds separates Nuff and the leader. Not sure if he'll win the title today, but actually the 3-second penalty might help. Tom R, is it Kush, all have 3-second penalties. Rowan knows Nuff is there. Is Rowan trying to play spoiler? They come through the Casio triangle for the 23rd out of 27 times. And now the gap is 3/10. He can see it. He can see a move coming. But is he going to get there? I don't think so. Tomar gets another penalty for 3 more warnings. Nuff's going to hold back for now, but he'll be coming back for more in the coming laps. Its gap is diminishing. He has a penalty on top of it. It's slipping away from him. It only edges Nuff closer. Nuff now 1 second from the leader with a car in front. Rowan is right there. Now you've got to be careful not to make a mistake at Degner. Doesn't seem like he does. Rowan feeling the heat. He knows these hard tyres aren't going to last much longer this fresh. Yannick's got a penalty. But Rowan did pit on lap 1 after the safety car came out. So did Izzat. That's why they're in the lead right now. It ain't going to last for long because Nuff is trying to seal the title today. He has a slim chance of doing so. He's going to try and pass him at the Casio triangle. This is a brave move. But he'll have to wait. And look, here comes Shapalele. He sees a mistake from Nuff. He might get past him here. 3 laps to go. But no, Shapalele can't get close to him. Nuff is starting to pull away again. Izzat somehow trying to hang on after pitting on lap 1. Rowan also in the fight. Took advantage of the safety car and it really has paid back in spades. Rowan started 6th. 7th, sorry. He's in 2nd right now. Izzat started 9th and he's in the lead. Two tenths the gap now. It's deja vu from last one. From the last lap. And Shapalele is now in the battle too. Was Nuff just too ruthless going into the Casio triangle? Probably was. The gap now 2 tenths between Shapalele and Nuff. Shapalele getting very close. He's had all the speed going into Spoon Curve. How much will he have out of it? No, he's starting to pull away. Nuff is. This is going to be a tense final 2 laps, I tell you. Oh, big lock up, and Shapalele's right on his tail, and Nuff knows it. Nuff Will he make a move? 2 laps to go. He's coming closer. No, he's actually... No, he isn't getting closer. He is still stuck behind the 2. I think Rowan could hang on if he can. Will win this race because, of course, Izzat has a penalty. And that will take him down to at least 4th. Oh, Nuff's going for a move now! Nuff going to move now, he's done it! What a move! Rowan's lost the position! Chapelele has taken 4th from Rowan now. That might be investigated now. Wait, what's happened to Rowan? Has he got... He has a puncture! Rowan has a puncture! And this is under pressure for Izzat. If he gets a puncture, that's pretty much his championship over. He already has a 3-second penalty. I was wondering what was happening with Rowan. And now... Oh, what a shame! Rowan had a chance to win the race, but he's lost it. And he's got my number 2, 98. He's losing positions at an exponential rate. Izzat might get 3rd here, if he can hang on. Because he's not going to be winning the race, not unless Nuff and Chapelele are coming together. Final lap now. Nuff in the driving seat. Now what about Izzat? His tyres, they look fine to me. Rowan's pit. He's probably going to go on the... Oh. He's broke his wing as well. And he's retired. He knows he's not getting any points. The battle behind him happening here, I believe it's Dertamo, Devon and Yannick. Oh, what's... Izzat also got a puncture! Oh my word! Izzat! Yes, these tyres are not going to last the whole 26 laps, are they? And that will ring bells into Simply Rush's ears as well. They look fine to me, but Izzat... Oh, he's went off the track! He's went off the track, he's getting past! And I think this is the title all over for Izzat! He's losing all the positions, he's down to 9th! I think Nuff might have this in the bag! Nuff might win the championship! Janik has the fastest lap, so no point will be awarded. But it looks like if he hangs on, Nuff is going to take the win. Oh, it's disaster for Izzat. Nuff is going to take the win, and I think maybe the championship. He wins. Chapelele 2nd, Simply Rush trying to hold on to 3rd. Tom R slides around. He's got a penalty anyway, so it's going to be Simply Rush in 3rd. What a performance for the Ferrari driver. Bugatti 4th, Dertamo 5th, Devon 6th, Yannick 7th, Tom R 8th, Ginger 9th, Charlie Middle 10th. Izzat does not score. Oh, Izzat, man. What an unfortunate way to lose the championship, and Yannick finishes 12th. Thank you for the credits on the commentary. I think, if my calculations are correct, Nuff has won the championship. Let me just check it out. I'm going to check it right now. Nuff's 81. Who got the fastest lap? I want to know that. 81-0. Yeah, Izzat cannot win the championship now. Devon got 4, 5. Ginger didn't finish. I think we have a champion. I think Nuff is the champion. So congratulations, Nuff. I've just done the calculations in my head. Yep, Nuff is your champion. He has exceeded the possibility of being overtaken, so there you go. Nuff is your F4 champion, I think, unless there are penalties to be awarded out, but I think Nuff is your champion. Whew. I need a rest after that. Oh my word. I think so, yeah. Nuff, I think, has done it. I think he's done enough. We'll need to clarify with the stewards, but I think he has done enough to win the title here today with 2 rounds to spare. I think he has Yeah, I think enough won the championship. Yeah, Izzat's conceded. He did not score today after a last lap puncture. How heartbreaking for him and Rowan, if to be fact. Rowan does get classified, of course, despite not finishing the race because he, of course, completed 90%. 75% is for when it's half points. And of course, the finishers, non-finishers, not classified: Barak, Shender, Max, and Milan. I just want to say credit to Simply Rush from going from 15th to 3rd. That's actually pretty impressive. But I think Nuff is your champion. Yep, Nuff, I'm sure is your champion. I think, shall we ask them and do interviews? Just gonna ask them if they want an interview right now. Yeah, I think we have a champion in F4. So I'm just gonna take a couple minutes to get some interviews done. Wait, hold on. Shaplily doesn't want an interview. Simply. Just one moment, please. Is it FB or something? Yes. Alright, here's Nuff here. There he is. Your F4 champion, I believe. Yeah, I think with Izzat's puncture, I think that is the championship wrapped up. Devon finished 6 for 5 points. That's not going to be enough to keep the championship alive for him. So, unless I'm mistaken, congratulations, sir. You must be relieved after that fight you had to go through in the last few laps. Did Rowan's puncture catch you off guard?
Few laps. Also with Chapelele catching up again. It could have been anything in the last few laps from P1 to P4. So,
he was all over you in those final few laps. I was scared it was going to end in disaster, but it did not. You held on and managed to win for, I believe, is it the 4th time this season?
Yeah, I think so.
4th time. Yep. 3rd in a row, actually. So, good work on that. Yeah, I think... Yeah, you're on 81 now. Izza, of course, didn't get anything. Devon's on 42. Don't think Devon would have needed 2nd place, so... Yeah, he would have needed 2nd place. So yeah, you cannot be exceeded. Your total of 81 cannot be exceeded. And with 2 rounds to spare as well.
Yeah.
In such a short season.
I'm glad because I'm absolutely terrible in Azerbaijan and Brazil. So I absolutely take.
I was doing the commentary today, if you might have tell, because our normal commentator could not be with us tonight. I mean, I was supposed to be in F3 with Jake, or was it, yeah, but there was someone free in F4, so I decided to take that instead. Well, actually, it wasn't my decision, it was the commentator's decision. But, yeah. I'm usually doing F10, so it is kind of weird doing the higher tiers when, you know, you're so close to the pinnacle of esports. Pinnacle of this, if you know what I mean. But yeah, enough. F4 champion. Do you think you could be an F3 or higher next season? Oh yeah, F3's no line there, isn't it? Just to thank you from Stimulate Your Senses. That's actually his name. Saying thank you for the commentary. It said top job. Thank you. And he sends you congratulations to you, so. What a guy. What a guy. He was like the only person in chat right now, and to be fair, everyone's left because F1's on right now. I can't get, what's his name, Simply in here, unfortunately. He did have a great race, though. After a tricky start, he got his 2nd podium, so well done to him. Next week, it will probably be the return of the old guard of commentators, and I'll be back to my normal F10 job. But we'll be back in Azerbaijan next week. But right now, you better tune into F1 right now because they're about to start the race, I believe. So I've got to finish before. Yeah, because everyone's migrated to F1 now. So I'm going to try and end the stream as quickly as possible. Congratulations once again, Nuff, on winning the F4 title. I think, unless there are penalties to be handed out, but I highly doubt it. For you, anyway. So that will be doing it for the F4. F4 for the day. And we'll see you back next time, same place, same time, on the Monday. 24 for me, it will be Azerbaijan, the tricky street track that is Azerbaijan, with the castle section and all that, in Baku. You better tune in for that, but please tune in to F1 right now. It's just about to start. And I'll see you in next week for Azerbaijan. But tune in. I keep saying tune in to F1. I cannot advertise it enough. That's where you want to be, don't you, Nuff? Absolutely. But yeah, maybe a couple of seasons. But that will do it for F4, and we will see you in